Probably the craziest creative writing challenge I've taken part in was probably where they got the idea for Mad Libs later on. I wasn't actually taking part in it, I was just kind of watching it. And it was at a party that my mother had with some of her friends, and they took a lined sheet of paper. You would write the characters, the main characters, on the first line. You'd fold it over, you'd pass it to the person on your left. They'd write where they were, fold it, pass it around. And, what did they do? What was the consequence? What was the high point? What was the low point? And some of them would get really, really interesting, I think I want to say, because you had some people in the group who really liked to push the envelope. There were some who were very, very conservative and cautious, and others who were just not imaginative at all, and some who had a really, really active imagination. And so when it got back to the one who started it, they had to read this story, and it always made you laugh, but sometimes it made the ladies blush and get all flustered. And that was probably the most interesting creative writing challenge I've been in. If you want to do something like that for yourself, take a bunch of sheets of paper and cut them into small pieces and divide them into piles. One would be the character. One would be the setting. One would be the conflict. One would be the challenge. One would be the solution. And in your pile for the character, write down all kinds of types of characters. Male, female, dog, bear, dwarf, elf, wizard. Another thing for like the villain. All types of people there. And do the same thing for each pile. Write anything you can think of that would fit that category. Throw it all in a hat. Mix it up. And draw out one slip of paper for each category. And they're all mixed together. So it's all going to blend. And then you got to try and put something together with that. It might be an absolute dumpster fire, but it could also be something really inspirational and motivational. In any event, it's something that's going to prompt you to get your creative juices flowing. Take that chance. Kind of reminds me of, having done something like that. All I could think of was an episode of the TV show Chopped, where these chefs get these mystery baskets and you have to make something really not just edible, but delicious and exceptional out of it. Something from sweetmeats, which are really pieces of brain, to, filet mignon with chocolate sauce, with mashed bananas and everything. And you got to try and come up with some culinary masterpiece out of this absolute what the heck have I gotten myself into situation. Do that with your writing. Do that with your creative flow, your creative juices, however you want to consider it. And nobody's going to chop you but you. So go for it.